Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The First Watch. We are very excited to be welcoming a special guest in for this episode, but we'll get to them in just a minute. My name is Andrew Coons. I'm the Dungeon Master for our adventures, and we're going to popcorn around and introduce ourselves in case this is your first time that you are joining us for the story. If so, you're in for a doozy tonight. But we're going to start with throwing it to Darby.
Hi, my name is Darby, otherwise known as Chaotic Darby on the internet. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Tumblr under that title. I am playing Peony, your lovely halfling raid druid fighter. I almost said it correctly. And her lovely companions, Petal, Odie, Gerald, and our yet to unnamed flame lantern friends who I need to get to. So
He might have a name, you just haven't asked it yet.
yeah, well, I was possessed by a face hugger and then I died. So tell me,
it has been a busy week.
Yeah,
I
I
forget the very well-mannered rat that you made friends with.
I did make a I'm get Peony's menagerie. Anyways, nice. I will popcorn it to Dana.
Hi, I'm Dana. I'm playing Artemis Valor, Dwarven Cleric, and you can find me on the internet at a bit meddlesome, and I'm gonna pass it to Casey.
Yo, I am Casey. You can find me on the internet at Twitter at Casey McNeil or on Instagram at _Casey McNeil. Just the letters KC, not CASEY. Nothing against CASEY people. I am playing Aranis, the half-elf bard lock, and I'm gonna popcorn it to Grokus. Or I'm sorry to Blake. Whoopsie daisies.
They're one and the same now.
I don't know where Grokus starts and Blake ends. Hello, everybody. I am Blake. You can find me in spirit at your local library. So if you have access to, support them, because libraries are awesome. And reading, you can learn so many different things if you want to. It's free. But yes, so I'm playing Grokus Darkbringer, the half wizard, half barbarian, chaos wizard. Dwarf. So
I'm so glad I have titles on screen for what all your classes
aren't it?
are.
There are titles.
Don't
read those, they're a lie. And
you don't have them on the podcast.
Who are you gonna trust? The dungeon master who killed 2 of his players, or the players?
Well, he's killed 3 of us at this point.
Yeah,
3.
We're just, well, if you're first time watching, now you guys know. Passing it to, I want to pass it to our guest. I'm going to be good. I'm going to pass it to Cheryl first. So Cheryl, take it away.
Oh, hey, thanks. Hi, I'm Cheryl. You can find me personally, individually on the internet as the Roving Naturalist, and also collectively running the Nature Check project everywhere on the internet. And I'm playing Pry, the Goblin Swashbuckler. And now can I pass it to the guest? Half of that was
going
right.
to pass it to the guest, but sure, you've already broken me, and we haven't even started.
Back to whoever is taking this, Jeremy.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jeremy Cobb. You probably would most likely recognize me from the show Three Black Halflings, where a podcast we talk about inclusivity and diversity in ttrpgs and the world of nerd ephemera in general. I'm also the resident GM for Three Black Halflings, so I am the game master for the majority of our actual play series. So yeah, go check us out. You can find us wherever pods are cast, and you can find us on you can follow us at 3, that's number 3 Black Halflings on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you like what you hear and you want to hear some extra cool stuff and get ad-free versions of all of our episodes, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/tbhalflings. And if you want to check out me and the stuff that I'm doing, both with and separate from 3 Black Halflings, you can follow me on Twitter at Jeremy Cobb1. That's Cobb with 2 B's and the number 1. I'm also on Hive, but until Twitter fully implodes, I will not be using Hive on any kind of regular basis.
Fair enough, but please do go check out Jeremy. Do check out 3 Black Halflings. It is one of the best podcasts in the nerd sphere out there. So give them your love and support. But with that, with introductions over, we're going to jump into tonight's episode of The First Watch. Intro sequence.
I never really got the buzz behind Hive anyway, so I'm glad we're
Tonight's energy is so very good.
Give that man inspiration.
It's a somber mood that we find our party in here underneath the city of Floros in the old dwarven city, whose name you do not know, that has now been taken over by the Kingdom of Rats and renamed Amphia for their kingdom, led by the Monarch of Rats. Down here, attempting to figure out what had been happening to a baker's stores and why they had been eaten, you found a rat king who needed a medallion in order to stave off a dark sickness that has taken over his lungs. But before you could deal with any of that, tragedy struck, as in the search for a magic item that had fallen deeper into the caverns, Artemis and Peony were beset upon by a beholder who had been awakened in their lair, and Artemis did not survive that brief encounter. The rest of you steeled yourselves. You called in help from the city in the form of Azure Nock, the Dragonborn leader of the Realm Shield Monsters Hunting Guild, and she came down and helped you all go into the beholder's lair, and after a very, very pitched battle where we saw Aranis almost die, and we saw Peony die, but be resurrected by Grokus. You all finally, through the use of suggestion and ambushing the beholder, were able to slay it and gather up Artemis's body, gather up her belongings, as well as a handful of other treasure, which we will get to whenever you want to look into that, and go back up to the kingdom underground. At that point, Malachite, played by our good friend Joe Frank, said that he needed to take some time away. There is something going on with this secret organization that he's a part of that he needs to attend to, and he thinks he has a way to deal with the three blades up in the city that might be best served alone. So as Joe steps away from the game for a few sessions, Malachite does as well, and we will see him at an appropriate time. So where we left off last time, I think you were all kind of still collecting your thoughts, collecting yourselves, and you're still underground, but now with the body of Artemis. So what would you all like to do?
Grokus, fix her.
Lad, I wish that I could, but it's been too long. I can't bring her back. The balance has been, at least as of right now, has been set. But you can know that they are in a better place. Trust me, I've not seen the place that they are in, but I know if it's like any of the ones I've seen, like with Pry or with Peony, for the moment, they are in a better place right now.
But it has to be possible, right? Like, even if you can't do it, someone can, right?
I believe so. I mean, there's other ways, especially when balance gets taken to thrown off to such an extent. There are ways to counteract it, to fix, to recorrect it, to balance it back out. So there are other ways, and I've seen other clerics who followed my same path been able to do it too, when balance has been disrupted that much. But I, at least as a forget,
we find them because this isn't balance. She's supposed to be here. This isn't balance. I don't get how you're so calm about this.
Lad, I am a grave cleric. This is what we are trained to deal with all the time. And so, yes, I'm not glad about this, but death is natural. It's going to happen to all of us. And it sucks. It's never the right time. It never feels like it's the right way. But who are we to determine what fate is supposed to be? And so, yes, it does suck. And yes, I'm going to miss her every day that she is not here. I'm going to miss every day that she's not here to teach me new things, or just be able to talk to about my day, or just to be able to vent my frustrations to. But we can't control death. We can't. It's a natural part and it has to happen. And it sucks, but it's a part of balance. It's a way of things.
Then why did you do it? For me?
Because I'm selfish. Because I'm a selfish dwarf. I'm not the best cleric. We all know this. I'm a selfish dwarf, and I missed you. And thanks to Enner, you guys were able to come back. So maybe that was a part of the balance. I'm not saying that Artemis's way was a part of the balance. Like I said, there's other clerics that can try, but either way, we have to be okay with it. If she can't come back and it is a part of it, that's great. But if she cannot, you have to be okay with that too.
I don't think we have to be okay with it until we have tried something. And sitting here underground and arguing is not trying anything. We know a powerful caster in the city who is not part of the Three Blades, and we know that the Atalan's houses exist, so we have to try something.
I didn't say we didn't. I was just answering a question. I said there are other clerics out there we can try. I never said, oh no, just not try at all. I'm just saying he asked why I was so apparently calm about it, and I just answered that. I didn't say we didn't have to try.
I'm sorry. I sort of meant that to be directed at both of you.
So we go. So Azure, can you carry her? Can we just? So let's go.
Duh, I can carry her. And she grabs Artemis's body effortlessly up in her large arms and just begins hiking up one of the walkways up towards where you know the exit, crawling through the sewers to get back up to the city would be.
Mm-hmm. So what do we need? A person, a scroll, a magic book, a magic wand? How does this work?
Well, usually the way I've seen it is the prayer and some other items that the cleric of that nature would obviously have at that point. So they will have whatever what they need to do such a thing. So
can we just go back to Adeline's house?
Mm-hmm. DM, there's one of those on each of the shelves, right?
There are two. There's one on the second shelf and one on the top shelf.
Okay.
So the lower level does not have an Adeline's house.
Azure, is there any difference between the two Adeline's houses? For instance, is the one on the top shelf
top shelf
more
has
top
more
shelf?
Money always.
Mm-hmm.
We'll head there.
Mm-hmm.
She begins carrying. As you all follow in step and you get to those points where it's hard to squeeze through, and Azure being a dragonborn has a hard time alone, and she is trying to carefully move Artemis's body and keep her head up and everything, but she kind of looks to you all pleadingly for help, and one by one hands come down.
I mean, yeah, we can pass her through and stuff. Yeah.
Like Spider-Man through the New York subway, you just kind of move her through.
I'm going to
everything.
Notice Peony being kind of behind, so I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna kind of squeeze her hand, and because now it's probably not the time to talk. But I'm just gonna squeeze her hand just so that they know that that I'm thinking about them. So, and then keep going. So just a quick squeeze to the hand.
I think Peony will just squeeze back, but not say anything.
As you're kind of in one of the tighter portions of the sewer right before you get out into the actual sewer, so you're in the cavern area between the sewer and the city. Everything's tough and tight, and people are grunting and trying to push through. And then Pride, suddenly you hear a voice in your head, which you recognize as a sending spell right away from having it happen before. And you just see her, yeah, hello, are these working or what's going on? Why, hello, is this the tiefling lady?
Is it Hokey?
It's Hokey, yeah.
Yeah. Yes? What? Do you...
Right. Where's the wizard?
Oh.
Where's the wizard? We were supposed to meet 12 hours ago to go over book stuff, and I've been messaging her and she's not responding.
She just grabs onto her horns in frustration and is like, oh, I forgot about you. You are also a powerful caster, yes?
The most powerful, but I've only got so many of these spells. Where is she? Answer succinctly.
Meet us at the entrance to the sewers by Tesser's Bakery.
Oh, I'm not doing that. You come to the Artificers Guild.
Oh, well, I know where that is because we dropped Malachite off there.
You do know where that is because you dropped Malachite
Excellent. Off. That funny little man with the white hair in the library with the stacks of books.
You really mean one.
What? The ones that gave Artemis the book. He wants to talk to us. Well, he wants to talk to Artemis, but I guess we can bring her along. Sorry, Dana. Huh? What?
Is he gonna bring her back?
I mean, he is another option on our list. Now we have Oki, and we have Winmar, and we have the people at Adeline's house, that are all good options.
Okay. Let's go.
Well,
we go.
What's up?
All right.
We moving.
You all force your way through the last bits into the sewer, where the stench hits you full full force in the nostrils, and then from there carry Artemis's body up the ladder and out the grate and into the city of Floros, where it is at this point probably about 10 o'clock in the morning. Time has passed here underground while you've all been on your adventure. So
I cast I cast a spell so she doesn't decompose, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
You
I was
cast
like,
gentle
wait a
repose
second.
on her.
Okay.
Yeah. So she remains in the same form that you found her in the Beholder's Lair.
And we were already on the top. We were already on the middle shelf, which is where the Artificers Guild is.
Correct. Yeah. So you're on the other side of town. So you do have to go cross town with the body.
Yeah.
Can I take off my cloak and
Same. Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea. I was gonna say it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yep. You cover her up.
Yours billows.
Weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at Artemis.
Get some shades. Get some shades. Oh, they're fine. Just like we're fine.
As you are putting cloaks over her and kind of like arranging her own stuff, Artemis's cloak falls open at one point, and you see along her side, no longer bleeding, of course, because she's bled out, but you see deep gash marks on her side. Probably from the Beholder's bite at some point that have ripped through her clothes and her flesh, and are no longer rotting or decomposing since the spell took hold. But yeah, she has been physically damaged in the battle as well. So you cover her up. You start to head across town. Are you making efforts to conceal that you're carrying a body, or is it are you just kind of making a beeline for it?
Well, we covered it.
Anybody
At
have
least.
invisibility?
Right, but it still looks like
Yeah.
I know.
a body being carried.
Yeah, Malachite and Artemis have
Well,
invisibility.
but technically, we've done this before, kind of. I mean, Asher has with the rug right in the body.
That's true.
That's
So, I mean,
true.
Oh, we have done rug and body
We've
before.
done this before. This isn't the first time.
There is
Yeah,
no
I guess-
rug
Uranus is
handy at the
making-
moment.
Uranus is making a beeline. He's like,
Was
"2
there a
feet out of
rug in the
way."
Beholder's
Like,
shit?
There's not.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of up to Azure. Like,
Mhm.
She unless you stop her, she's just beelining.
yeah, I mean,
Uranus is with her.
I can't imagine that. Like, if we look like we're upset and in a hurry, like,
No,
She
has
could just
her-
be horribly injured. They
Right,
don't need to know
exactly.
She's dead.
Yeah. For Azure, she
Only
has her dead
covered
love
up.
in her
She's
arms,
not
and she
dead.
is just going.
yeah,
Let's go.
let's go.
You make a beeline across the city, ignoring kind of wandering eyes and murmurs and whatnot for the few people who do make note of you. And eventually, with a few twists and turns, Pry, you're able to, and Peony are able to help navigate everybody to the front of the Artificers Guild building. Now, if you'll remember, this is not a full guild hall. This is more of like an outpost. The Artificers Guild does not have a fully fledged chapter here in Floros, but they do have a small building where trade can be done and messages can be sent and whatnot. And outside of the building, what's new this time is that there is kind of a 1 or 2 person leather tent that's set up. It's not terribly large. Looks like it could fit 1 to 2 people. And it's kind of got that thing where it's, there's the tent set up, but then there's like the second top layer with stakes to kind of like keep the rain off and everything like that.
In the street.
It's kind of like in front of the building, just off to the side of the door. So it encroaches on the street a little bit, but it's not like
Okay,
smack
it's not
dab
like
in the middle.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to report it, but it was in the street. I was gonna say it.
No, I was just wondering how weird they were being about it. Hello.
And you hear a rustling, and all of a sudden a flap opens up, and poking his head out of the tent is a white-haired halfling. A tiny
Really?
hat on his head, spectacles tilted on the edge of his nose, and smudges of grime and soot on his face. And as he opens the flap, you also hear, like, suddenly coming from the tent, like lots of like hissing sounds and a couple bangs, and some things you didn't hear when the flap was closed. But as he pokes his head, he's like, yeah, oh yeah, you. All right. So where's the wizard? Yeah, one.
Hey, can we talk
idea.
inside? Can we talk inside?
And she just points at Artemis and yeah.
And Azure just kind of pulls a cloth away from the face so he can see. And you see his expression. Oh.
Pry puts her hand on like the flap of the tent, like right above his head, and leans in and goes, "Fix it." Please.
Why don't you all come in? Kind of does this very awkward kind of like half bow thing.
Like, oh shit, my beat.
Do you all go in?
Oh yeah.
Okay. As you step in, one by one, the first thing you're struck with is that this tent is a lot bigger on the inside than on the outside. You walk into what seems to be almost a fully fledged laboratory space, with a couple doors and offshoot rooms, and places to sit and eat, and like it is not massive, but very well fleshed out on the inside. The hissing sounds and the banging sounds and whatnot. You hear gears moving. You hear the ticks of clocks and like other gear work going. That kind of like ramps up in volume as you step in. And as the last of you comes in, Hoki pulls the flap closed and like buttons it up, and then you just hear him go, "LB, we've got visitors." And from the back of the tent, comes stepping out. Jeremy, would you like to describe your character?
Yes. So you would see a short figure, I would say probably around Hoki's height, maybe a little bit taller. You wouldn't really see their face initially. What you would see is that they are wearing a full heavy-duty apron with thick gloves and a face shield. But as they sort of come walking out, and you can hear, "Oh, you're visitors!" And then they slide the mask up to reveal a rock gnome, a dark skin. He's a black rock gnome, wearing spectacles, dressed. I think in this case, as he's standing there, it's weird that he's wearing the apron, because everything underneath the apron appears to be like the kinds of clothing that you would expect from like an 18th century or 19th century gentleman, rather a 19th century Victorian gentleman. He's got the suit. He's got coattails. He's like, it's all covered, it's all black, but it's all covered in like soot and grime, and he has, I think, sort of a spark about his eyes as he regards all of you and says, "Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Lamont Bodydock. Welcome to our laboratory. Hello."
You're a doctor.
Yes.
A medical doctor?
Yeah, among other things. Why did you have some need of my medical expertise?
I think we all just like part. Yeah.
And Azure kind of, stepping in, brings in what she is holding, the body of a very tall Asimar woman.
Oh my!
Who has, gone very, kind of like blanched skin and like lifeless expression, very dead. And you just see her kind of like lay her down on the floor in front of you.
Oh my! Just a moment. I turn back and like lean through like the flap at the back of the tent and get, Adrian, we have visitors. And you hear like, there was like, as I opened that flap, there was even more clanking, and it has such an echo that it sounds like there's an even bigger room in the back. You can hear and something clunking forward, and I open the flap, and an automaton-like being comes walking through. Its shape, I don't know if any of your characters recognize this, but you as humans would recognize that it looks like if you were to turn a giant anteater into a robot, and give it the coloration of like a collared anteater. So instead of it being like gray and black, it's actually yellow and black. And as it like moves out, you can see reflecting in the black parts of its coat, there's like a rainbow-like sheen, as if its fur is actually made of metal filaments, as it comes like clanking out, and they look at you and sort of nod and extend a little wire out from their snout and sort of give a little wave as a greeting. And I say, hello everyone, this is my friend and partner Adrian. They have been helping me, and we've been helping each other for quite some time. And of course you've all met HM, as he motions to
and as he motions to Hoki, you those of you who turn and pay attention, like Hoki has like a magnifying glass like attachment for his glasses out, and he is like kind of poking and prodding Artemis's body, He's
I'm
like
watching him
pinching
like
her
a hawk.
cheeks and like
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's also
I'm right there
watching,
next to him, right next to him, just
This
like,
is very
okay.
Miracle Max.
The two shorties of the group
Yeah.
are just
Just
like
right beside,
staring.
right beside him, just like.
all right, so LB, she's been deceased for probably about 12 hours. Looks like there's some damage from a beholder bite, but that doesn't look to be cause of death. Yeah,
Is
The
there?
scary ray that also killed me? If that helps.
oh, we got death ray stuff going on here.
Oh, okay. All right.
That means
So-
immediate soul separation.
Yes. But the good news is that the body is not damaged beyond function, beyond, of course, the separation from the soul. Is that a correct statement from your observations, HM, and also your observations? I'm sorry, I haven't met any of you. He comes over, takes off his gloves hurriedly, says, where are my manners? To reveal other gloves that he's wearing underneath those gloves, and goes and shakes each of your hands. He says, hello, Dr. Lamont Bonnie Doc, Dr. Lamont Bonnie Doc, as he's just walking from person to person.
I don't think Aranis shakes his hand.
He holds his hand out. Understandable. Dr. Lamont Bonnie Doc and just goes through the group. He said, yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Pry approves of his outfit, but also, do I recognize his name?
Roll a history check.
Yeah. Let's roll dice. That's what we do.
Nat 20, come on.
I
Let's go.
mean,
Let's go.
First roll of the night.
boy, it sure wasn't a nat 20.
You
This
should
is
have worn
so
your socks.
frustrating. I'm not wearing my socks. I was doing chaos earlier this evening. That's a big 11 from the university girl.
Not someone that you immediately recognize.
Rats.
No.
Can I actually, as I see her contemplating, can I like make eye contact and give like a little like it's almost like a sheen flies across my glasses and throw her a flash of genius to make that a 16?
Like an anime.
Yeah.
Suddenly inspires her.
You're gonna help me
say.
remember who you are. That's great.
Yeah,
It makes
Thanks.
sense. I mean, that makes
You know who I am.
So what
That's
happens
so
is
sick.
you strike the exact pose that a little sketch portrait of you was done in on a pamphlet that you read once, Pry. And you all of a sudden in this moment, like you line up the drawing with him,
Yeah.
and you realize Dr. Lamont Bonnie Doc. He is a fairly new on the scene artificer, tinkerer, inventor, scientist, and specifically, what would your pamphlet have been about, Doc?
I think it would have been about this particular pamphlet probably would have been about the advocating for the wider use of biomagical or biomechanical augmentation, or rather biomagical augmentation. So essentially, say magical artificial limbs or prosthetic limbs rather, or magical improvements to if anyone has a deficiency that they're struggling with, or an issue that they're struggling with in their lives chronically, that magically we might be able to fix that or create avenues that enable that person to function more effectively.
Yep.
I'm gonna lean into Darby, not to Darby, to Peony, like across from HM. Like, wow, those are really cool. Noticing that, but do we all see the pose, right? I assume we all see it. So like, wow, I think that person's almost as cool as Aranis. Almost. I mean, Aranis is so cooler, but
Have I heard?
Yeah,
of
right?
Bonnie Doc given artificery and town?
Given where you live,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the two
you
of them
don't
were
know
there.
names, but you recognize him
Oh,
from a distance.
You went to the what the hell was the fair called?
The Artificers Convention.
You went to the Artificers Convention ever?
Yes, several times.
There. Not at the convention, but like the woods next to the convention.
Oh, of course, yes.
Did you-
Oh my goodness, there have
Did
been
you ever
some-
see the tree that went like swoop and then like whoop, and then whoop?
Yes, I have fallen asleep reading some very boring pamphlets underneath that tree many a time.
All right, I think we might be losing the plot here a little bit.
Thank you. Can we
yes,
fix
of
my
course.
friend, please?
Well,
I'm-
he is an expert in biomagical augmentation and stuff, so you can do something about this. Yes, we can pay whatever you
well,
need.
I have a bit of an idea. Now, I do have means whereby I could revive the deceased normally, but unfortunately the time limit on that has stretched. But I do have another way that we might be able to make this work. One that would require, frankly, no payment from you, in contrast to, and I've done quite a lot of research on this, in contrast to most resurrection methods. If anything,
are you about to suggest to them what I think you're about to suggest to them?
Oh, you know I am.
Does Hoki look concerned?
It's not ready yet.
Oh boy.
We tested one way or another.
Sounds concerned.
Oh no.
I walk over to HM and say, HM, now you listen to me right now. These people have lost their friend. We were going to have to test this. We've already tested it on non-living biological material. Okay, we now need to test it on living biological material.
Yeah.
This is the only way, and it will help them get their friend back. I call that a win-win.
Can I make an insight check?
You
Please do.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, yes.
Uranus is going to draw his swords.
Insight
Okay.
checking as well, for sure.
The doctor sort of looks up and says,
Ooh,
oh, those are
that's-
very nice, very nice. Where did you get those?
Doesn't matter where I got them. Doesn't matter if I have to use them or not, as long as
26 on insight.
Okay.
Should I say what the doc is thinking?
Are you checking out the doc? Or are you checking out Hoki, or trying to do both? Or
Is this a bad idea?
Yeah, I mean, I will go with who's closest to me right now. Well, I'm right
There
next to
is-
HM,
Yeah, go to
so
the-
probably HM because I'm right next to him.
I'm looking at Hoki.
Yeah, Hoki's concern seems to, he doesn't seem panicked or anything, but he just seems to be very kind of like, this is pushing it. Like he's listening and kind of like open to conversation with the doc, but he's very kind of hesitant in the moment.
Mhm.
If you don't say anything, I'll continue what I was saying to Hoki. I'll say, now listen, I understand that it's untested, but at least let's give them the option. It could bring them their friend back with minimal cost to themselves.
What is the cost to ourselves?
Where's your adventurous spirit, HM? Where's your lack of fear for the unknown?
All right, here, listen to me. You listen to me. We can give them the option, but you're the one going in this time.
Deal.
going in.
Maybe if you explain, it might help us all come to make that decision.
And Hoki and Lamond both, now that they've struck a deal, turn on their heel and both present to you almost like a little tandem team.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
It's like, we have a
Musical.
solution that has been previously untested with living materials, but has at least a 87% success rate.
Okay,
Yes.
look, before you go any further, I am very familiar with scientist types, and I want you to think very carefully about this. She is not a specimen. She is our friend. She is a real person.
Yes.
So please dispense with
And
the
she is
statistics
already
and the
dead.
jargon and think
she
about
is-
this from a humanities perspective.
Hoki literally turns to Lamond and goes, I don't do what she's asking me to do. Will you please?
Yes, I understand. The bedside manner has never been your forte. Allow me. And I turn to the group and I say, first of all, I would like to say that I am ever so sorry, ever so deeply sorry for your loss. I myself have lost friends in the past, and frankly, it never gets any easier. What we are suggesting, though it does carry a risk, I should clarify, the risk is not to your fallen friend. The risk would hypothetically be to you. But hear me out. Let me start at the beginning. I don't know how familiar you are with the concept of other planes of existence, but I am not originally from here. I hail from another dimension. In fact, I hail from several other dimensions. This is not my first rodeo, but I have encountered many forces on those other dimensions that one might charitably describe as nefarious. So nefarious, in fact, that those forces, in my opinion, need to be stopped. And so I have been working on, Hoki and I, HM, have been working on developing technology that would allow us to travel to those planes and right those wrongs. I reach into, there's like a little bag, actually a full bag of holding, hanging by the flap of like the back part of the tent. I walk over, reach in, rummage for a moment, and pull out this long, like metallic needle connected to what looks like maybe like some kind of a pack with like wires and coils and little light bulb on it. I say, this is a transdimensional needle. Now, this was the first prototype that we used. It's designed to pierce through dimensions and emit waves that will allow us to map a small area of the other dimension that we are currently contacting. Through various tests, we have eventually graduated to being able to send through objects, and we have even been able to send through objects and retrieve those objects. Now, the reason that this is relevant for you all is because, as you may have gleaned from HM's statement about the soul having been separated, when a person dies, their soul goes to another dimension. At least this is what I hypothesize, and many others that I've spoken to. An individual's soul goes to rest in another dimension, another plane of existence. What I propose is that if we are able to locate the plane on which your friend's soul resides, we can travel there and bring their soul back, return it to its body.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
And
you're thinking, let me show you, we're gonna open it all up, all right? I understand. I'm seeing a lot of skeptical faces, looks of confusion. Adrian, please, the flap. Adrian and pulls back the big flap to reveal essentially what looks like if you were to take a ship's bow with like the long what's it called, the long beakhead extending from the front of the ship, but make that out of like metal and in steampunk style. It's connected to like Tesla coils. It's connected to what look like large tubes containing like energy that, as you look at it, appears to look like a million different things at once. Every different kind of energy you can imagine, and it is just and all sorts of things going on in there. It says, I present to you the Transdimensional Voyager, or TV for short. Now, what I propose is that we travel as a group through the TV, find your friend's soul, and bring it back. Bring the soul back so that they may live once more. Now, I would need, of course, to attach your friend to the device and run some tests in order to determine the plane of existence upon which their soul resides currently. And then you all would have to help try and calibrate us so that we get as close to the soul as possible. But I do believe that it is possible. As I said, we have sent through non-biological material and biological material as well. He points to the back room where you can see like a selection of fruits, some of which look partially withered, some of which just look like they've been ripening for a while, and some of which look pretty pristine, all of them like sort of hanging from these little cables. He says, you see,
Let's do it.
There's a risk, though. What's the risk?
Yes. Well, in order for us to return, we have to be connected via cables to this dimension. Were those cables to be severed,
You would be lost forever. We don't know where.
yes.
So if you
hopefully
do this,
in that
it's-
specific dimension.
It's imperative that you not let anything cut your cord. Nothing cuts the cable. Otherwise, you can't get back.
Okay, how do we set this up?
Maybe
Well-
all of us shouldn't go.
And
If we-
Hoki starts to like maneuver Azure and Artemis that direction, kind of like listening, but also like starting to do the work while you're all talking.
The doc will
Couldn't-
also be like walking over and starting to take out, like, well, you mentioned how we do it. We would put on these suits, and he starts to take out, basically imagine really early era astronaut suits combined with like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So he starts to take like full Jules Verne, but with like a slightly more futuristic material making up the actual body of the suit with like the fishbowl heads and everything. So just take these out. We would wear these connected by these trans-dimensional tethers, you see, and then we would navigate through the other plane, find the soul, and then return. Now, we obviously cannot know what lays in wait for us on the other side, which of course carries with it the risk if the cables were to be cut, of course, but yes, that is the plan in essence.
Sounds good.
And I have a-
Set up.
Oh, we can start setting it up right away. It could take a little time to find the exact plane, but sorry, you. He turns from Aranis over to Grokus and is like,
Oh.
sorry, you had a question as well?
Well, no, I was just gonna say I just need a quick moment. But you said you take some time to set up, so that's fine. And I would add just one caveat though. So yes, we're gonna try to bring the soul back, but we're gonna ask the soul if they want to come back, right? So okay, just
yes,
and perfect. If we have a minute,
we don't know for sure, but we think that essentially the consent of the soul makes the return a lot easier. So there's a lot. I'm going to have a few questions for you all as we start to calibrate this. And he's got like things he's now clipping to Artemis as he, and like a little like headset thing that he's kind of put on her. He kind of points to you, Aranis. He's like, can you, and I need your wrist.
Holds it out.
So he begins a process for all of you of wrapping these little, almost like blood pressure cuffs around you all. But you can see that there's a little spindly wire that goes to a machine. It's got little lights and levers on it. As he does this, and as he sets you all up, he's like,
could I quickly do divination? Because this sounds like a little sacrilegious to Grokus. So could I quickly do divination just to make sure? Because I'm like, whoa, this is
yeah. While everybody's doing their thing, you can do divination.
And everyone will see me just burning something, so you guys will see me know what I'm doing. Because I'm like, whoa.
While he's hooking all of us up, does this mean we are all going?
Well, here's the thing: the more connection points that a soul has to this world, memories, friends, whatever. This is hypothetical, but we think the more connection points, the stronger the chance of honing in and the stronger the chance of retrieval. So
that makes sense, but as Peony was pointing out, maybe we should not all go if you are so concerned about these cords getting cut. We are not exactly...
Oh, I'll be here. Don't worry.
We are not exactly popular in the city, so...
Oh, no one's getting through the flap unless I let them.
While this is happening, I think the doc would be, aside from like starting to calibrate parts of the machine, also be making tea for everyone, because he sees that everybody is pretty distressed. So he'd walk around with tea, coffee. Here's a hot drink. Hey, warm milk. And start handing stuff out to people, along with these little sort of tan hard candies that he hands out, and he says, these are from my friend, actually, a friend of mine. They're Werther's latest, so go ahead and suck on one of those. It should help you feel better. They're very
Werther's
tasty.
Ooh, that's sort of like Gross would love.
Werther's latest.
Well,
yes, his name is, if you need to look him up.
Oh no!
Lost Jeremy there for a minute.
Chemical experimental candy maker I've met in my travels. Write like his name down. Go ahead and look him up. And continue going around like making sure everybody feels okay in between sort of turning on the machine.
Grokus tries a piece before doing divination. It just has like an experience. It's like, oh, an Ender's name. What the? This is fantastic. Wow. This is
Grokus has achieved his true form now.
Grandpa.
Oh,
All right,
I'm
so
not going to take any of it.
So a couple of different things are happening
you.
here then. So first, Grokus, go ahead and roll for divination or do divination. We'll do that.
Yes.
And then we're going to have not a skills challenge per se, but we're going to have a little moment where we can all contribute to the success of this pinpointing of Artemis's soul. So first and foremost, Grokus.
So I don't need to roll.
Right.
So yeah. So I'm just going to ask if this is a right path for us to follow. Is this in accordance with balance? Is what I'm going to ask. I'm going to burn just something like a memento for my past. It means a lot to me, but Artemis means more. So it's like something that really brought me balance. It's like a little of like the first dwarvish kind of thing that I found, and so I'm going to burn that because some things are worth more than some items that we have. So it's getting burned.
If you'll permit me a small retcon, then.
Oh yeah.
As you burn this and you ask the question of whether this is a good idea or not, it's in that moment that right after you've asked the question that you absentmindedly take the candy and pop it into your mouth. And
Yeah.
this moment of asking this question and then all of a sudden this delightful caramely flavor hitting your tongue, there is a strange sense of not peace, but connection. There's a strange sense of, oh, that's good. And oh, this feels good. And is it the candy or is it Enor? You're not sure, but there's a sense of grounding that kind of comes across you as you ask this question, as you watch all the work being done. And there, you know that there's risk, and you know that this is deadly potentially, but there's also I don't know.
It makes sense, like
that comes
balance.
around you. Yeah,
It makes sense too. So that's what the risk that has to be there.
Yeah.
That like that too. Like that's awesome. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so Grogus kind of just enjoys the candy, he takes a deep breath, and just yeah, you can allow himself to be set up with, and just thank you, Hunter. Thank you. Always there to guide. Thank you.
So as Hoki and Lamond are hooking all of you up to this machine, not yet in your suits, but just so that the needle can start to get a reading on you, they kind of both come around and begin to ask you each, all right, do you have anything about the deceased that would help us know her better? A quirk or a memory or an attribute very uniquely her, just something I can plug in to the machine to help dial in who and where she might be. And so that question is posed to you all, and if you have something, you can answer and add to the equation. Oh,
there's so many. Well, first and foremost, Artemis was a teacher, one of the best teachers. Thanks to them, I was able to even turn he's not with us right now, but he will be soon enough, able to turn my awakened plant into a actual familiar, thanks to their teaching. So they're amongst me, just like an amazing
Hoki
friend.
Immediately goes to do you have Schubert there?
Has it been a day? I mean, because me and Ross got all the stuff. I don't know if we've actually gotten time to cast it, because we haven't gotten a rest, have we? We went straight back and fought the beholder.
No.
Okay, so I have to use something else. Darn it. I'll be next in line then. I'm gonna.
Okay. Does anyone else have something to add?
I think Aranis talks about her favorite songs. He talks about any jokes that actually made her crack a smile. Because I don't think most get through. He talks about how she's good in a pinch of acting like she's down and fucking somebody up with a fireball or burning hands or something. Yeah.
It's some good info to go on.
Could you play one of those songs? Do you have the recorder? LB?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I run and grab what looks like, again, to us, sort of like a weirdly steampunky phonograph, but a big, hefty one that come dragging out. I'm like, Adrian, I need your help. Adrian comes over, sort of snakes their little wire tongue around it and lifts it as we sort of bring it out. And I get it all ready and get this large metal disc spinning. I'm like, when you're ready.
Yeah, Aranis is gonna start playing.
Okay, if you could roll a performance check for me, please. This will determine the effectiveness of this song as it is recorded.
21.
A 21. Okay.
Can I flash of genius that if it makes it any better?
You could, yeah.
Okay, I think that I will. I'll bring out tuning forks and try and get ones that resonate with the various notes that you're playing. I'm like, yes, all right. There you go, there. Yeah, make that a 21 into a 26.
Okay. A recording is made, which Hoki then takes, and it disappears into some slot in this machine. He's like, and you all watch as the needle, which has kind of been placed on a little pivot thing, starts to go and then lean ever so slightly one direction. And Hoki kind of goes, that's good. We need more. More. Who else has something?
I can do if you would allow, could I do Find Familiar now? I don't know if it's been close enough time. It's been a little minute. Could I do Find Familiar and actually do the spell that she taught me?
Sure.
Could I attempt to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use like because me and Ross has brought all the instants that we needed. So I'm going to just like Artemis taught me. So I'm going to kind of go through all the steps, very like methodical, like she said to do it. Okay, this, and then I have to do this. Okay, and then I'm going to say the words that she taught me. She even was so kind to even translate them to Dwarvish for me to make it a little more easier for me to say. So I'm going to say the words to do find familiar to bring back Schubert back to this plane.
In what form?
In the form that we met that Artemis has seen them in. So in the plant form, in his original plant form.
So the little awakened shrub appears in front of you, and Hoki rushes over and plucks one of the leaves off of it. He's like, "So sorry, friend, so sorry," and like rushes back to the machine and drops that in. And I would like you to make. Let's make a religion check.
Oh, God. Religion,
Can I
but
get
that's so
bardic
low.
information while I'm playing?
But
Yes.
for us, so would it be so? And we talked about for my religion checks, would it be like a wisdom?
Yep.
Because okay.
Yeah. No, your religion has been permanently replaced with wisdom. So yeah.
Okay. And you gave me bardic. So that's a D8.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need it. Okay, D8.
As you're doing this, the doc starts to like analyze, like, oh yes, I've seen this sort of shrub before. Beautiful specimen. Lovely. Has it ever bloomed?
Oh, a couple. I look at Schubert. I mean, a couple times. I mean, it depends. I mean, Schubert kind of does it on its own. Like it depends on like the mood I think they're in kind of sometimes. But that was only a 14 on the roll. Darn it.
14. Okay.
Even with the bardic? Because didn't you get
Yep, after bardic? Yep. The leaf goes into the machine, and you hear a couple of sounds, and you watch the needle waver a little bit before starting to lean, but it's less steady than it was before. It's kind of holding in a direction, but it's wavering. Does anybody else have something?
Can it just be a memory, or do you need something physical?
Physical helps, but in memory we can make it work.
Okay. So she's actually gonna like turn and like talk to Artemis when she says all of this. But I'm providing both a memory and something physical.
Okay.
So you told me about the person you lost and the life you used to have. So I guess if you're somewhere nice like Grokus says you are, I hope you're with him. Maybe in that little house, in that little town with the children, like you told me about. But even though I hope you are happy with him, I am here with a whole group of people who are your friends, who care about you and want you to come back. And I know very well how much you care about protecting all of these people. And because we had to sign both contracts in blood, Pri's going to take her dagger and slice across her palm and hold it out so that she can give Hoki some of her blood.
He like pulls a vial out and takes it. Goes, a finger prick would have been fine, but okay. Caps.
The doc sort of mops a little tear from his eye and he says, absolutely beautiful. Really, all of the gestures, absolutely beautiful. It's clear that you've had a very strong relationship with your friend here, and I think it's going to work.
Hoki takes the vial and sets it in a little receptacle. And I would like you to make a
guidance. I'm tapping on the shoulder too as they're talking, so kind of give them guidance with Anders' blessing.
Make a history check.
Oh, okay.
Make a history check, calling upon the history of your joint relationship, of what the two of you specifically have been through.
God, you got guidance, by the way.
It's not going to help.
Could Oranus do bardic again, or no? You stepped out.
I'm trying to save a couple because I don't know what's going to be on the other side of this.
Bro, I'm like out of spells. Oh.
17. Or no, sorry, 14. 14.
14.
That's not enough.
Okay.
I think the doc, at seeing that the group is, I think he sees how haggard everyone is. Like y'all have just been through it. Is going to as you're like trying to recall details, is going to lean over and say, "What was the name you said of the town that they grew up in?" And just try and jog your memory again, and use Flash of Genius to make that 14 into a 19.
Okay.
Thank you.
That will tip it over where it needed to be.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Wow.
I'm here to help.
God, I roll so bad.
Anybody else? Peony?
I think Petey's gonna pull out her journal, and flip to a page, and you'll see a dry.
Please send that to me. I want it. Please.
Just I drew her. I'm learning how to write common.
So much.
And you spelled it correctly too. That's a really good job. Oh my gosh.
This is
Artemis.
This is truly wonderful and heartfelt craftsmanship of the finest order. Wouldn't you agree, Adrian? I specifically do not ask Hoki. Wouldn't you agree, Adrian? And Adrian walks over, and a little bit of actual like tear, not even oil, a tear leaks out of like their eye, and their tongue just sort of snakes over, and I say, yes. And I'll take this, thank you, and go to load it into the machine.
As you're sliding it in, like as it's just disappearing, Hoki looks over and goes, "What the hell is that?"
Also, you tear this page out, and underneath it's like a really detailed blueprint schematic of like a construct, and it's like immaculate with measurements and like.
I feel that I can design blueprints, but I can't draw anything to save my life. Go ahead and roll a
Guidance.
Oh gosh, I'm like blanking on what check this could be. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Can it be an attack roll? Peony always hits.
Shut through the heart.
And you're too late.
Oh my god.
And you got guidance too.
Yeah.
Give you a hug when you show that picture. So you got the D4 from Enter.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Where did all my D4s go? Oh, there's one. Okay. 16.
16 does just beat the DC.
Fuck yes!
So, Lamond, as this last piece goes in there, you watch as the needle all of a sudden tips a little bit farther and then snaps into position and holds steady in a direction. And there's a slight bluish greenish glow that begins to form around it. And you know this to be a very strong lock, one that you've probably only seen it this strong once before.
Yes, we have a heading. We have a heading. I turn to everyone else and say, "Well done, everyone. Go ahead, quickly, put on the suits. Put on the cosmonaut suits." Motioning over to like the 20,000 Leagues Under a Sea fishbowl suits. Quickly, he runs over, starts getting dressed himself, and he's like running around, attaching cables to everyone's suits. He says, "Don't worry, these are to protect you if we are to encounter any sort of foreign agents that might harm us." And mechanically, I believe they give you advantage on saving throws against poison and against disease, and you have resistance to poison damage. They are pretty clunky though, so you have disadvantage on stealth. But that's essentially the trade-off that he's giving.
Flat stealth, baby.
Double advantage for poison.
Does that stack with other poison resistance we might?
I know, because I have it too. Dang,
it's an outside force, so you would start to take quarter damage on poisons.
Yeah, so that's the doc's like screwing all of these in hurriedly, while like sort of singing his little song to himself. He says, "Oh, what a day, what a day, what an excellent day, what an exciting day to explore," and then runs over and stands by the machine and says, "Right, Now, before we go, is everyone ready? Has everyone relieved themselves? Did anyone have any last-minute things they want to take care of here?
You asked us that after we were in the suits?
I need to go, but I can wait.
Zippers. We encountered this problem.
As you watch this arcane opening happen, no one's ever seen a zipper before.
Amazing.
Yeah, we call them zippers because of the sound they make. Zip, zip,
They have like teeth.
Yes, yes. Don't get your fingers stuck in there. Zips back up.
Already stuck, like.
No, don't do that. I only have so many spells to heal you. He motions towards the machine. He says, now, what we are going to need to do is walk through the TV. We're going to step into this end, the large end, and travel down the needle of the TV. And that will send us, it should send us, to where your friend Artemis's soul is currently. Now, I just want to say before we go that I am truly touched by all of your outpouring of love and emotion, and I will make it my expressed goal to have this succeed one way or another, that we will at least find Artemis, and if she is willing to return, that we will bring her back. You have my... I was going to say sword. I don't really carry a sword. You have my gun. And I pull out a full-on, it looks like, for a specific model, it looks like a Spencer carbine repeating rifle, but with like a blunderbuss attachment to it. And he says, you have my gun.
It's not as cool as our friends, but it's...
there's more of them. Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, it's not a competition. I sling it over my back and say... Are we ready to trump into the unknown?
Before we go, I'm gonna have Schubert like watch over us and tell Schubert like, okay, Schubert, we're going on a little journey. So just please make sure that just watch over our bodies and keep an eye on HM, okay? He has to do, it's like he kind of pokes, like he has little thorns, so he kind of brings out like he's gonna shank somebody. So I'm like, thank you, Schubert.
Schubert has a
So
knife.
happy.
Can Petal be on the inside of Peony's suit, like head?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say-
kind of like up in the fishbowl head with you. Yes,
Because we can't bring them, right? We can't bring them, right? We can't bring our familiars with us.
you could.
Is that possible?
It's possible.
You can
just-
bring them.
They like Petals in the suit. You might want to put Schubert in the suit too.
Okay.
I want
She's
art
like,
of
here.
Petal sticking out of the
Yes.
thing with you.
Oh my gosh. So Schubert's there, like as Schubert,
on
because
your
I
head
usually wear
again?
Schubert on my head.
Okay.
I usually wear him as my head since I'm bald. So yes,
Yeah, John Cage is going to be with me too. Like,
we're inside the
head
suit.
right
Pretty
next to mine.
exciting
So
stuff.
He's been very reverent and not talking the whole time. Yeah.
Can I also cast Mage Armor on myself?
You can.
Just to
You
get the
can.
full 8 hours.
I haven't been speaking because I've been observing, trying to understand what exactly is going on and
He's a method
how
actor.
best
isn't
to
he?
get into the skin of Artemis.
Well, on
Don't
that
make a
note,
face-off reference.
on that note, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Excellent. Adrian, don't forget, Adrian, you see Adrian like loading up the weird phonograph thing. Don't worry, we need to bring that so that we can communicate with HM on the other side. It's a synchronized auditory device. And you see like Adrian has slid over to a compartment and is sort of like loading that into themselves, the phonograph thing. And the doc starts walking towards what is essentially like a large portal that at this point, I think the blue light that you all saw with the needle is like also seen in the portal. And as the doc like walks down with his cable sort of stretching behind him, he appears to be growing like he's going up into the air as he walks along the inside of the TV. But you also see him like grow smaller and smaller as he just walks ahead until he's so small you can't really see him.
And right before you begin that walk, as you turn and step, all of a sudden you feel a small hand on your shoulder, Lamond, and turn, and Hoki's just got a hand on your shoulder and is looking at you. And he's still got like one hand on a lever, like he's like kind of holding and like calibrating. But he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Be careful in there, okay?"
I will. I clasps Hoki on the arm, on the shoulder, and gives him a pat and says, I will.
All right.
See you soon.
In a flash.
Come, Adrian. Let's go. And tromps off.
And you watch as Lamond, Bonnie Doc, followed quickly by Adrian, start to walk into this. As they walk and they get smaller and smaller, all of a sudden it's like there's a moment where there's like a blink and they're just gone, except for the fact that there's a cable that kind of disappears into that blink as well. That's hooked up to the bow of the device here.
Uranus is on his heels.
Okay.
I'm grabbing Ross's hands because we're gonna like chain ourselves together as we go through. So I'm kind of grabbing Ross's hands as he's like leading, and I'm next grabbing his hand and keep my hand out for someone else.
I'll connect Crocus and Peony.
Yeah.
Peony will go first. He's going.
As you all go and as you start to step, it's this strange feeling, almost as like someone has a hold of your chest and is pulling forward, and has a hold of your face and is pulling forward, and you feel stretched. And you, as you're walking, you know you're walking in a straight line, but it almost seems to be that you're starting to spin. And you're upside down, still walking. You can feel gravity pulling at you, but you still walk along the floor or whatever it is. And as you get a little deeper in and you start to look back and forth to each other, there's this distance. You're holding each other's hand, but you feel a mile apart. You feel as if your limbs themselves are a mile long. And you feel this heady sensation as if you have grown to 10, 20, 30 feet tall yourself, each of you. And like you're looking down upon everything about you. You look down and you can see Hoki hundreds of feet below you now, still kind of adjusting dials and everything. And Lamond, at one point, you hear in your, well, actually through Adrian, through the phonograph, you just hear this very kind of like garbled process sound of, is everybody doing okay so far?
And I like slide open the panel and I say into the spinning disc, I say, so far, so good.
And as you all continue to walk and eventually it becomes blinding light, there's a moment where you're not sure what's up and down. You're not sure if you still have a hold of each other. You're not sure where you are. You feel panicked almost to some degree, floating. And then as quickly as that happened, you're standing in a field. A large wheat field with a blue sky, fluffy white clouds, brilliant sun overhead, some light, rolling mountains in the distance. And through the fishbowl helmets, you can just hear a little bit of wind rustling through everything and a few birds chirping.
Would I be kind of used to that feeling with the times I've kind of seen these people in their places? Would I be kind of like the feeling still alien, but still somewhat like almost familiar, like kind of like, okay, I've kind of felt this before, or no?
The journey to here, no. The journey to here is unlike anything you've ever experienced in your brushes with the afterlife. This is a different way of accessing this plane than maybe you would have been used to through prayer and devotion.
So what do we do? How do we find her? Where do we go?
Well, let me, it will be sort of a coordinated effort. I slide open the panel and say, this, as I said, is a synchronized auditory device. Essentially, there is a copy of it, an exact copy of it, that exists on the plane from which we just came. And anything, as long as this disc is spinning on both machines, anything that one of us says into the receiver is played out of the speaker on the other end. So Hoki can speak to us and we can speak to him. So I lean over to the receiver. I pick up sort of like the little receiver box on the machine and I say, HM, do we have a heading?
You wait. There's this long delay. And then finally you hear back in that same kind of garbled tone, you're going to want to go sort of, I think it's south by southwest.
Ah, sounds good to me. I've very much enjoyed that.
But wait. Everything's backwards. Sun's backwards there.
Oh, north by northwest.
Well, south by southwest, but sun's backwards.
So, wait,
Can
the south
Peony
by
hear
southwest?
this?
Would
Does
that
she
be
understand?
north by northeast?
I
I turned to everyone else.
You all can hear
My
this,
directions, my cardinal directions have never been very strong. Does anyone else have an answer for this?
Does Peony have a good answer?
Immediately, yeah. You're a ranger. And so you are very used to using the sun to coordinate things, and all it takes is a quick flip in your mind, and yes, you have a heading.
That way.
Ah, excellent. North by northwest it was.
South by southwest.
We are not doing this right now, Adrian. We are not doing this. Wait until we're back.
I will turn this expedition around.
I slide the little panel just weirdly aggressive, like pink, and turn back to all of you. Sorry about that.
Uranus is going.
Yeah. Can we see anything in that direction?
As you begin to walk, there is an odd sense of movement that like you could feel yourself moving through everything, but nothing about you changes. There's nothing gets, trees on the horizon don't get closer. The mountains don't shift. You feel yourself moving, but there's this sense of, as much as you move, the distance in front of you continues to expand out and stretch.
Uranus starts running.
Okay.
Peony stops moving.
Okay. You watch as Uranus begins running, and he's getting farther and farther away from you. You can see him disappearing into the distance. And for you,
Uranus, it would be best for us not to separate ourselves. That only increases the risk to each of us individually, and including as a collective.
And Uranus, for you, as you run, at first you feel like you're making progress, and then you kind of stop to catch your breath at one point, and you look up, and those trees are still as far away as they were when you started.
Is Uranus like distance away from us now, though? He's not just like...
he's a few hundred feet away.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's not like out of sight or anything.
He'll stop and just wait for everybody to catch up after he sees that that's not working.
Pry's like continuing walking and trying to Artemis didn't describe it in like great detail to her, but is trying to picture like the little pastoral village that she had described in the schoolhouse and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to manifest it. Yeah.
Sort of, as we're doing this and we're traveling, would I be able to essentially running mental tests, as well as if I need to magical tests as well. But I would like to, if possible, like roll an Arcana check to see if I'm able to deduce what magical effect, or if any magical effect, is causing the difficulty with movement, essentially.
Yes. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check. Pry, go ahead and roll... just roll a wisdom check for me.
Could I, when everyone dies, like, do they still have their items on them? Because I was going to do like locate object on the spell book that Artemis has, but I'm not sure if that would. I'm not sure if they, when you die, I'm not sure if you take anything.
You do know that at least on the material plane, the spell book is in your possession.
True.
But you're not sure whether or not there's a copy of it over here.
I got a 26 on Arcana.
26 on Arcana, okay.
16 on Wisdom.
16 on Wisdom, okay. Doc, you have this sense of, you're not sure exactly what effect this is. I mean, you're on a completely different planes of existence. Sometimes the rules are very different. That being said, knowing what you know about magic, knowing what you know about puzzles and everything, there's a sense of like, okay, if walking in a straight line isn't working here, there's another way to navigate, you would imagine. People must be able to get to and from places here. What is that? Pry. What was it again? 16? Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of stop and you think hard, kind of focusing on some of those landmarks that Artemis had told you about from her hometown. And the rest of you, kind of as you're waiting and thinking, you blink and realize Pry's no longer there with the rest of you.
I turned everyone. Look, everyone. I think there's another way of getting. Where's Pry?
Did something happen with there? Is there a thread? Did it get snipped? What?
Pry.
I'm guessing that, well, what I was just going to say was I think that the way that we travel on this plane is going to necessarily be different. I was just going to suggest that perhaps since we needed memories of Artemis in order to get here in the first place, perhaps the memories that we have of Artemis can bring us closer to her.
Can I think about Pry and where Pry is and going to
Well,
Pry?
did Pride just say it? Because did Pride say out loud what she was thinking, right? Or no?
Nope.
No, she
in
just
her head.
had that like concentrating face on, and then yeah.
But Pry is gone, and Peony wants to be next to Pry right now.
Roll a wisdom check as you think hard about Pry.
Artemis is going to think about Artemis.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think Grogu's do the same thing.
What specifically are you thinking about Artemis? And what specifically are you thinking about Pry?
I'm thinking about how cool Pry is when she does stuff with the stabby stabs, but also what she looks like and memories of like walking next to Pry and like tall, small, the cool moment we had in the alleyway the first time like we were like meeting up. It was,
Okay.
like, cool guys.
Oh my
Roll a wisdom
gosh.
check.
We got jumped.
17?
17. Okay.
Oh my God.
Aranis and Grokus. Wisdom checks from the two of you. And what are you thinking about Artemis?
I'm thinking about. Oh, sorry, Casey, can go.
No, you're good.
I'm thinking about when Artemis, like every time I went into Artemis, she'd get this look on her face, but there'd still be a smirk and like there'd still be like love behind it. So no matter how much I would annoy her sometimes, like I know that she always still did love me. So I'm just imagining that knowing smirk on her face, like that mad but still that smile.
Wisdom check.
Don't fail me, dice. I'm so scared to roll.
Aranis is thinking about he's just thinking about having a drink with Artemis. I think Artemis was his drinking buddy, especially while they were just on the road with Grokus. So that's what he's thinking about.
Okay. Wisdom check.
I
got a nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay. And you had a 5, you said? Okay. Grokus, you suddenly find yourself standing outside of a small cabin, and you look to your left, and there's Pry standing there as well. Peony, you find yourself standing somewhere in a forest. You look left and right, and you can see the edge of it, and there are wheat fields outside, but you don't see any of your friends.
Oh no.
Aranis, you find yourself suddenly standing about 200 feet from where you were before, and you turn around and can see the dock kind of, in the distance.
Hello.
And Dr. Lamont Bonnie Doc, as you've been standing here, you've watched as you never saw any of them disappear, but even as you just turned your head or blinked, like one by one, these folks that you've brought here have just started to disappear until you finally saw, Aranis standing just a couple 100 feet away.
I think you see Aranis. First of all, I think you hear a very loud fuck. And then I think you just see off in the distance, Aranis just kind of sits down.
I would like to turn to Adrian and say, all right, let's see if we can help this one. And as I think Adrian, as this is happening, has just been collecting samples of like the air and all the different plants and of the soil and as many like if there's any other like bug life or anything like that, any wildlife, just snatching little samples. We're gonna head over to Aranis and say, now, if I had to take a guess, did you just think very hard about Artemis and that's what got you here?
I did.
Well, what if we pool our abilities and between the two of us focus very hard on what we know of Artemis and perhaps together, the three of us, we can find her and hopefully where everyone else went as well.
Worth a shot, Doc.
All right. I'll sit down. I think me and Adrian will both sit down with you and say, I know you're not one for touching, so let's just make sure we're all in one accord. And the doc is going to start describing out loud all of the things all of the memories and descriptions that people gave of Artemis, as well as like a detailed description of the art pieces and all of the different, and even probably going to have Adrian like reproduce the song as we're sitting here thinking to try and help Aranis with the wisdom check to hopefully get all of us over there.
Okay.
Sweet.
Now, with additional help and some changes to the equation, Aranis, you still need to be the one to drive this wisdom check, but you will be doing so with advantage.
Please. That's a 16.
16 total?
Yeah.
Okay. You concentrate, and then suddenly you look up and you're about a quarter mile from what looks to be a small shack with a couple figures standing outside of it.
Is the doc with me?
He is.
Okay. I
Adrian
think
as well.
Aranis checks to make sure that the doc is also with him, and then sees the people off in the distance, and he's going to try sprinting again.
Yep. This time they do start to come closer and closer to you as you run. Grokus and Pry, you've had a few moments now standing next to each other. Pry, you first, but then within 30 seconds, kind of Grokus coming after you.
Mm-hmm.
What are the two of you doing as you stand outside?
Are there like windows that we could not like creepily peek in, but like have glanced in?
There are a couple windows with some curtains in them. You see a stump outside with an axe in it, some firewood that's been split up, a couple other bags, like burlap type bags that have probably either food stuff or whatnot in it. No like stables, no other buildings around, no immediate like, oh, there's where the plots of land that they're farming are. It all looks very kind of just isolated here in the middle of this field. But as you kind of sort of glance through the windows, I mean, you can't make out figures, but you can see movement inside.
I would say, should we? So I think we should
knock.
Probably knock. Should we wait for the? I don't know where the others are. But
you turn and see the form of Aranis booking it at you very quickly.
What the?
Very Monty Python.
Yep.
Is that a person?
And Peony. Suddenly he's just there.
And Peony's we see
That's
Peony
exactly
coming
what I
from
was
the other.
Well, I was just going to say,
direction.
Peony, you are in the woods. What are you doing?
Bye.
Oh, buddy.
Just like, like shumps the arms in, so like the sleeves are just like loose and is like cuddling Petal a little bit. Hi. Maybe I didn't think hard enough.
You're scanning the trees, and all of a sudden, there's a tree that catches your eye.
Oh, is it my tree that goes like
branches that go like swoop, and then another one that goes whoop, and then whoop.
Is this place familiar to me?
No.
These woods?
No,
No.
the woods don't seem familiar, but that tree sure does.
Question. Does this seem like the place I went to when I kicked the dirt, ate the
You
bucket?
Did not have enough time to have been. What you saw was muddy grayness. You nothing coalesced for you into actual vision before all of a sudden you were shocked back to life.
All right. Can I walk up to my tree?
Yes, you
Like
can.
say whoop and the whoop and the whoop.
Yeah. It looks the same as you left it. There's a little knife mark on one side from where you had, just kind of chipped away at some bark at one point, absentmindedly.
Knock on the tree, like
You just hear just the sound of your fist knocking against it.
this is the tree that's supposed to be in far away. Do I remember a fields near where?
No,
Tree?
it's out
This
of
is
place.
wrong.
It's out of
Okay.
place.
All right, cool.
We don't get spell slots right when we go here. There's no like a magical spell slots we get back. Just like, oh, you're in
Nope,
another
you do not
dimension.
suddenly have the benefit of a long rest or anything like that. No.
Are you
I
sure?
climb my tree.
You climb the tree. Okay. You climb the tree, and every foothold and hand placement is exactly as you remember. And you fly up almost and are very quickly sitting on a very familiar branch that you've sat on hundreds of times before. It's almost got a little butt print from Peony in it. It's just so familiar.
This isn't supposed to be here. Why is this here? Bye. Are you up the tree?
Are you trying to concentrate again, or what are you doing specifically?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's my tree in the middle of the fucking woods. In the dead place. Oh, I guess it's the dead place, huh? We're in the. This is the place where souls go after they die. Think about Artemis. I
You gonna think about Artemis?
Sit on the tree and meditate.
What specifically about Artemis?
How cool she is, like the magic and the wings, and also how bad she feels about how she had to just keep climbing away from Artemis as she fell down. And just really wanting to see Artemis again and say sorry.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom check and hold the number for me.
Okay.
Back at the cabin, everybody has kind of met up, I would say, at this point, outside the door. So what are you all doing?
I mean, I feel like we should wait for everyone to get here before we knock. I mean, we all came here together, so, but it's.
But where is Peony?
The last time I saw, I just poofed here. I don't.
She's not.
No.
Did she?
Why are you out of breath?
Well, it put me back there with the doc.
Hello. You can see the doc is now like riding Adrian. Is actually pretty close to the group. Where's Peony? Are they not here?
Not yet. Can we wait just a moment to make sure that they're probably on their way? I want to do thaumaturgy and yell out their name, but like I don't want, like, I think we're allowed for people in the house to hear. So I'm just like, could I
Oh wait.
Can I walk away a little bit and do thaumaturgy and just yell out her name?
Can that make spark of light? Like,
yeah,
could you like,
oh my gosh,
make like a flare?
Yo, yes, and I have how far away can do it? Yes, and I can do Artemis actually taught me minor illusion as well with that with mages, so I can do that too. So yeah, I'll definitely do. I'll make like a sign, a sign above us with with flashing.
While Grokus is doing this, can the doc also start to very intently picture the drawing that Peony made, as well as like I want to picture that drawing, picture Artemis, and then picture Peony with Artemis, and try and like imagine very hard that them being united, like the drawing being the thing that's the connector, and then the two of them together in the same place to try and assist with whatever roles are happening.
Okay. You concentrate. Grokus, you put up a flare or a sign or whatever.
I'm gonna do the sign that she drew, just going off that thought. Sorry, still that was amazing. I'm gonna use like that picture. So it's gonna be a minor illusion of Peony's drawing.
Okay. And you watch as nothing happens. You sit and wait and watch the sign up in the air. And a minute goes by, and another minute, and another minute. Peony, what'd you roll?
Oh my God.
I rolled a natural 20.
Fuck yeah!
Oh
my God.
Oh,
She is with Artemis.
You are watching,
I'm like in the house.
You are watching this.
Grokus didn't get go inside from a 20.
You're watching this picture up in the air, and then you just hear Peony's voice from like right behind you. What do you say?
That's pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Oh, good. Okay. I was worried we lost you.
Uranus is knocking on the door.
Gently, gently.
I saw I saw my tree.
It is not gentle at all.
Oh
It's
boy.
okay.
The dog hearing the trees. You saw the tree, like as a side thing, just going.
Yeah.
You saw the tree.
I got the tree. My tree, the swoop, it went a whoosh and a whoosh, and then it had my little nice.
Describe it
Hello?
exactly. And he starts just drawing it, like taking notes.
It had
Artemis.
more branches. Come on.
You're having dinner.
You,
hear you.
you're
Still there?
muted. You were muted for a second.
Nope, I'm not muted. Can y'all hear me?
Oh.
Yes, now
Yeah.
we can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I try to be quiet, Zoom just doesn't pick me up. It's like, no, be loud. Artemis, you're having dinner. You're sitting across from Victor, and you're talking, you're not talking, comes and goes. You're having moments of just looking at each other and smiling and just kind of letting the communication be between your eyes as you eat. You don't know how long this dinner's been going on. You don't care. It could be 2 minutes, could be 200 years. It just feels like home again. And then there's a little tingle, almost like you'd like the hairs stand up on the back of your neck. And it shakes you out of this moment a little bit. And he kind of looks at you and he goes, is everything okay?
I don't know. I feel a bit. No, everything's fine.
And then you begin to hear, as if from a great distance and very muffled, this knocking sound.
Are you expecting someone?
No, just you, darling, just you.
She can't ignore that something just doesn't feel right. And she's just gonna like push up from the table. And is the knocking still going on, or?
If it's been a minute, I'm a thaumaturge and do and say Artemis's name. If it's like taking a moment.
Yeah, and you turn and look at the door, which is only a few feet from you, but the knocking seems so distant, and then you hear this very distant voice just say, Artemis.
She reaches for the door.
As you grab the handle and open the door, there's a blink, and then you're all standing in a field. Artemis, you see, as you whip your head and turn, you can see the cabin half mile behind you, very distant. And as you turn your head back, you see standing maybe 30, 40 feet in front of you, you see Uranus. And you see Grocus. And you see Pry and Peony. And a large metallic anteater.
What the hell?
And a small gnomish man. And none of them are wearing, to you, none of them are wearing any sort of strange suit. You just see them standing normally in front of you.
What?
I would like to clarify. I would like to revise and clarify. None of your party members are wearing the weird suits. The gnomish man is. You can kind of see his face through it, but he's wearing some sort of fishbowl type helmet and some inclusive suit, all inclusive suit.
What? What happened?
Sorry.
Yeah, peonies.
You all rush in and give her a hug.
Great hug.
We were worried about you, so we came to check on you.
We came to get you.
If
you
you want to.
balanced?
What? How are you here? What happened?
We came looking for you because we wanted to know if you wanted to come back.
If
We're
you want to.
bringing you back.
Are you okay here, though? I mean, how are you, first and foremost?
Are you all? I'm fine. How are you guys here?
It's a long story. Magic and
Science.
a little bit of prayer
You're
to.
not all. You're not.
Oh
No,
Please
no.
tell me you're not.
I
no.
did die though. It's okay though. It doesn't matter because we came to get you, and I'm really sorry.
Azure is really worried about you. She helped us get your body back safely.
So I did die.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
you were.
Right. I don't know what to do.
Well, let's go. Let's go. We just
Hold on
follow
a
these
second.
cords.
Give her a second.
We
Let's
just
consider
follow
for a
these
second.
cords.
Just Aranis, hold on a
Aranis.
second.
Did you find
I'm
him?
not- I found him.
Who? Found who? Found who? Let's go.
I don't think I told you. And she's looking at Uranus and Grokus about my husband. Really?
Broken's trying real hard to look bad, but he can't. He's trying real hard to look salty.
Okay. Okay. So
And
so
he's here, Uranus.
Well, that's, I mean, if we can't take you away from someone who obviously means a lot to you, so I will say
Wait.
she means a lot to us. We can't. We're not just gonna let her. No.
Well,
that she's okay though.
I mean, you did say that you wanted to be able to bring him back to you, so if we are here, that supports the possibility that you could do the same thing for him, yes?
It does.
Or you can stay here. We just wanted to make sure you were okay.
And I will say that you will come back here eventually. If you do choose to return with us, you will come back here eventually. I mean, that's a balance of things. So you won't. This isn't the last time that you'll be here. So, not trying to sway either way. I'm just saying that you will. This
I'm
won't be the
trying
last
to
time you'll
sway
back
you.
here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Artemis, you just hear a
Uranus, and
gentle voice over your shoulder say your name. And you all hear it. And you look up over Artemis' shoulder, and there is a human man with very slight frame, almost too slender, with very shaggy brown hair, who is standing there almost in that kind of like awkward, like don't want to impose type, posture. But he just says, Artemis.
She just reaches for him.
Are you coming back to dinner?
When you died, and after you were taken from me, I had a plan. And it was really simple. I was going to get you back, and there was no question. I didn't care about any silly arcane rules. Nothing was going to stand in my way. And Victor, I was prepared to break the world for you. Because who cared if the world was broken as long as you were in it? And that was my bottom line. And then Grokus walked into my life. Then Uranus. Then Pride, Peony, Malachite, Daisy May, and Azure. And then that line became a little bit more blurred. And I hadn't factored in forming attachments to these people. I know you care for me, and I miss you almost more than I can bear. But with them, that screaming void you left, it aches a little bit less.
It doesn't have to ache at all if you stay here with me. It's just life, Artemis. It's just life. This is us.
I miss you so much. But I can't leave them. I will be back for you, but I can't. I can't leave them. Not yet.
The soup's gonna burn if I don't. If I don't.
I love you, and I will be back. I promise you that. I promise you that.
I love you too. But don't bring me back. It don't bring me back there. It doesn't hurt here anymore. I'm not in pain here anymore. And I don't know if I could do life again. Like I did. I'll wait for you here, but don't bring me back there.
Gives a nod, and she runs up and she kisses him.
He holds you tight. And then eventually you peel away. And as soon as you peel away, the shack is gone, and so is he.
And she turns back to the rest of them, and she's just the most emotion you've seen on Artemis's face ever.
Just
broken.
Hug.
Broken. Yeah. She just,
Like a group hug, I think would be, if Artemis will allow a big hug. I'm not sure if they.
yeah, she's just kind of in shock.
And I'll say quietly into her ear, like, in Ender's name, like, this won't be the last time you'll see him. I promise you, on Ender's name, you will see him again. You guys will be together again, okay?
While this embrace is happening, can the doc have Adrian once again reproduce the song that Aranis had performed, just to sort of underscore as he sits and just tries to give them as much space as necessary during what is clearly a very emotional moment?
Light music of your favorite song that Aranis ever played you begins to happen in the background, and you wonder, is it just this world, or what happened?
Very tiny smile on her face.
Doc, there's a willing soul, but it's not the same to bring her back as it is for the rest of you to just follow those cords home. So what steps do you take now to prepare the potential return of Artemis's soul to her body?
I think that I would approach Artemis after the appropriate amount of time, and after everyone is sort of calmed down, I think, and is just sort of relaxing a bit. I think the doc would approach the group and say, hello there. So sorry to interrupt. My name is Dr. Lamond Bonidoc. This is my friend and partner, Adrian. We are friends of a friend of your friends, I suppose. My partner, Hoki Muckreb, currently back home, so to speak, monitoring the situation. It is us who have enabled your friends to come and see you here, and it is us who will hopefully enable you to return. You see this here, and the doc reaches in and takes out takes out what looks like a small device similar to like the battery packs that were out there, but also I would say with the coils and wires coming off of it, not dissimilar from the phonograph type machine that he had. And he says, you see this? This is what's known as a synchronized auditory device, or SAD for short. This one, if you hold it, this one is, sorry, not a synchronized auditory device. This is a synchronized tactile device. The other one is auditory. The other one's SAD. This one is STD. So if you just hold this, we have one attached to your body on the plane from which we came. Now, the way that this device works is that they are synchronized on a magical level. When something happens to one and both are active, it will be reproduced in the other. If you take this and are able to press you press the button as it is activated on the other side and also placed in the hand of your body, that should help create a synchronicity between the two that might allow your soul to return. Now, it will require some magical energy as well. If anyone has any magical energy that they might be able to give to this device in order to help with the process, that would be very helpful.
How does one do that? How does one put energy? What is
as
one?
Simple as casting a spell into it. Of course, magic is energy, but the mind can shape it. If you shape the magic and cast a spell into the device, it will hopefully resonate and reproduce on the other side as well.
Okay.
Something to give.
Artemis try like a fireball?
Yes, you can.
Dang.
Yeah. Because why not?
No need to roll for anything. You hold the device, and there are these places where, as the fire burns from your hands, you see it almost being like sucked in right away into this thing, and you channel more and more, and finally you let out an explosion, and it blows up in your face almost right in a moment. And there's a moment where you all watch as the air is displaced, almost like wind whipping out. And Artemis is standing there holding a small sun almost as this fireball burns between her hands. And then she grits and shapes it and pushes it into this device, and the light goes down.
Excellent. Any more magic that we can pour in?
I can't do that, but I can do so I'm going to do what I have left. I'm going to do a second level guiding bolt into it.
Okay.
Because I still have 2 slots left, so I'm going to use 1 slot for that.
What, real quick, so that's second level. What level was your fireball?
Oh, 3rd level.
3rd level? Okay. All right, so second level guiding bolt goes out, and you watch Grokus as it streaks towards this device, and then at the last second, it almost just like, and like just poof, right inside of it. And you watch as the whole device glows, and then the glow kind of subsides.
Phenomenal. Any more? Can anyone give anything else?
Pry looks at Uranus, who looks like he needs to let out some energy, and goes, would you punch me?
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Just punch me on the arm. I can't do this without getting hurt.
Okay, yeah. Uranus punches her in the arm.
And I cast Hellish Rebuke at second level.
1 point of damage.
Yeah.
And you cast Hellish Rebuke. What do you say back?
She just goes, you could have hit me out as in that, and the smoke just like comes out of her.
As the smoke comes out of her, it rushes towards you, Uranus. Normally it would have hit you and caused rebuking damage, but you watch as almost like a wind picks it up. It gets sucked towards the machine. And there's a core to this thing that's somewhat visible. And you can see fiery energy and brilliant white light from Grokus's guiding bolt, and now smoke from Pry's Hellish Rebuke swirling around here inside.
Can I throw a 3rd level shatter into it?
Okay. You cast Shatter, and you watch as the device itself the glass parts of it break and hold suspended there in the air for a moment. And then pull the energy, the magical energy inside, and all the glass pieces reform and hold it trapped inside.
God, can you imagine if it just fucking broke right now?
I can't
Ross would be destroyed. He would be destroyed.
He
Oh
would
my
have just
God.
melted into the ground.
Yeah, I think Artemis would have
Worst
just been
thing
like,
ever.
I'm fucking out of here.
Oh God.
He'd be calling Fred.
Oh yeah.
If
Yeah.
it
He'd be like,
does,
whatever you want, Fred.
does Peony look at what? Does Peony look like they are able to contribute, or just that they want to contribute?
I can contribute.
Okay,
I'm
cool,
just
then
I've got a question on what, because I've got a bunch of stuff that are one tap use for the day stuff on top of a second level spell slot. Can I just chuck all of it
You
into?
can chuck one thing for the purpose of the mechanic of this.
I will chuck-
And narratively,
Mhm.
you know, Doc, you would know that this thing's starting to get to like the amount that it can hold. Like you don't want to overload this thing.
Mm. I think Petey will put her hands out around this orb and look at Artemis and say, I'm really sorry. I couldn't help you before, and you're here because of me.
Nothing to be sorry for.
And she'll
Nothing.
cast a second level cure wounds into this orb.
Green, verdant energy comes out of your hands, almost growing vines around your fingers and flower blossoms from your palms as you cast this, and glowing sparks of golden energy that would normally heal a wound instead get pulled into the device. And it begins to shake and hum as it is now fully charged.
All right. Go ahead. I don't think it's going to be able to hold any more energy. It's now or never. Dog,
well, can I give something to Artemis to help? I can bless her with the Ennis with the Ender's blessing to kind of, so Trina is going to scrub enhance ability. Would that help at all if I can give that to Artemis? Is there something that, does she have to do anything to get back to us? No.
I think what the doc would say is, do you have any magic that functions when someone is trying to danger magic, sort of like essentially mechanically what he's trying to say is saving throw, something that would work with a saving throw, because I think enhanced ability is only skill checks.
Saving throws. Guidance. Wait, does guidance? No, that's ability check.
Guidance, yeah, guidance is skill checks. I think you'd have
I'll give her a
less,
bardic
maybe.
inspiration. I'll give her bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can
Yes.
the doc also like
bless?
Yeah, bless I think would work. Can the doc also throw on one last as he walks over to her and he just sort of takes her hands gently and says, I know we've just met, but it has truly been my honor to know you even for this time, and I can't wait to meet you on the other side as well. Here, take this, and I stick a little like chip into a Werther's latest and pop it into her mouth.
They're delicious.
And use one last flash of genius.
Is that delicious, Artemis? It's the best thing ever. It's the best candy. But
Can Flash
We'll
of
talk when we
Genius
get
be
back.
used on saving throws?
I believe. Let me make sure, because I think it's for anything. Let me just make sure. Flash of genius. Makes an ability check or a saving throw.
Okay.
So I'm using my reaction to add +5 to this. You have to hit a DC 14 wisdom save. So you have a +5
And that
to this.
has been brought down from a DC 25 by all of the spells that you
oh shit, son.
Fun, Andrew.
Big Anner. Woof.
Oh.
And you got bless on you. You have that, and you have a Moranis' song. Get that bardic inspiration
Yeah,
too.
you're gonna have to
Okay.
roll real shitty to miss this, but
Yeah,
let's do
it's
it.
a minimum
Shut
of
up!
7.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Why would you
up.
say that?
up, Andrew.
Shut
Broken.
Shut your mouth.
Broken.
We know where you live.
Broken.
All right, Artemis, please roll the dice and tell only me.
Oh god.
Oh,
So,
fuck,
wait,
dude.
so what am I rolling?
So roll a
Broken.
wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
What does bless add?
D4.
Plus a D4.
Plus a D4.
Yep.
Plus a D8.
Plus a D8.
Oh my god, guys.
Plus
Plus
5.
Plus 5.
Okay. Oh
There's
my
no
god.
way to fail this. You'd have to roll one.
Oh yeah, that'd be like I was gonna say, like, wait a second, we're trying to do the math. Like,
There's no way to fail this.
If she rolled the minimum, then I think it would be she'd have to get a 7 or higher. If you rolled the minimum on everything else.
Nobody look at the D&D Beyond right now.
Yes. I think I did the math right. I'm not good at math, guys. You just want me to tell you, Andrew?
Just text it to me.
Okay. I think I did the math right, but
Okay.
I will be broken. Oh, please, God.
Oh, Dana.
please, God.
yeah.
What is that? No, what is that? What is that? What is that? Don't do that.
I mean, wow, guys.
That's not, you guys are fucking with us. That's not funny.
As
That's not
Didn't
funny.
you see her
Press.
face when she rolled?
Nope.
as you
Nope.
press the button,
That's not funny.
and everything within the device begins to hum and charge, there is a sudden shock that goes through your non-corporeal form, Artemis, here in this plane, as you all watch as tendrils of electricity creep out and begin to make their way up her arm. Very Frankenstein's monster, just like jumping all around her and whatnot. And you watch as all of a sudden she is engulfed in light and engulfed in electricity that's crackling. You all have to step back away from her as it begins to charge the ground around her. And Artemis, you begin to look forward and see almost this tear in the air in front of you, as if someone had grabbed it and peeled this layer of reality back. And instead, what you see is your body lying on a machine plugged into all sorts of different electrical wiring and metallic bits. And you see large gashes on your side from, you didn't realize you had been bitten that way after being killed. What do you do?
I think she's just sure her brain is just going like a mile a minute, and she reaches for her body.
As you reach down and touch your own hand, you look up and you can see a little halfling man looking right at you with this like crazed expression on his face, and like all of this like, you know, he's got his hands on stuff and everything, and he's just looking at you like, well, go ahead.
And she just goes for it.
And you dive in and you feel your eyes open, as with a total of 32.
Yes!
Yes!
Natural 20, guys.
Natural.
Oh!
No.
Fuck yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I just saw I cheated and I just saw the 5, so
The
as soon as it's a
dice
5. Oh my god.
No.
And
Two
you all
of them
watch
natural.
as Artemis steps through,
Oh.
and the rend in space and time snaps back.
Did we do it? Was that it? Did it?
I think we did it. Let's go check and see the results, everyone. I run over to Adrian, slide open the panel. Hokey, can you go ahead and pull us back through?
Yeah, okay, starting it, but hold on, it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
What do you mean
I say,
bumpy?
everyone, get ready to whack.
Oh no!
As you
My
all
back.
roll
My spine.
through space and time.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Exactly.
Like chair
Yes.
pulls.
I just watched that again the other night. So good. I would like
Spoilers.
everybody to make Constitution saving throws, please.
I swear to God.
Not Artemis. Not Artemis.
Yo, Constitution saving?
Constitution saves, yes.
If you fail, you die.
Well,
I swear. Please.
I have one
Out
last
of the
flash of
box.
genius that I can throw to somebody.
No, in this moment, you cannot. Because
I
you
cannot
can't
throw
see anybody
anyone.
else. Everybody is in their own little vortex.
what'd y'all roll?
18.
13.
18 for me too.
18, 18,
13.
13. Blake,
2? Oh my god, 21 from
21?
me.
you got a 2, Peony?
Well, oh no, it's 3. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well,
I rolled a total of 3.
It makes all the difference.
Please symmetric
Uh,
numbers, so.
Aranis and Peony, you both lose your lunch on the return voyage
That's fine.
inside the fishbowl helmet.
Oh, God.
Ew, runs a pedal.
Oh,
Ew, runs a John.
Pedals in
You
hell.
can't even see their faces. It's
Yeah.
just
Right
like,
onto, you barked into John.
Oh, John's loving it.
John!
The
Oh,
Wow.
Adrian got a dirty 20 if it matters.
I love it. I love it.
He can't
Adrian
throw
does
up,
not
right?
lose his lunch. Their lunch.
There's just
Yes.
throw up in tears in here. Throw up in tears.
Pedal or
Ugh.
Peony just has so much anxiety that she vomits. Like
The power of Werther's, okay.
As you all find yourself kind of stumbling back into the tent, Hoki has leaned over the body of Artemis. And as you come through, Lamont, he looks up at you and goes, Doc, she's not breathing.
I run over, it off,
Healing
immediately
word.
taking out every like implement. I pull out a screwdriver, and immediately as I grab 2 hands of it, pull it apart, and it extends into just an array of medical tools and tools of every kind. I slam them down.
Why didn't-
I like crouch over the body.
Why
And,
didn't
and
can
as
I
you
do
crouch
it?
over the body, you see Artemis awake and acting totally normal. And Hoki looks at you and goes, no, it's fascinating. She's back, but she's not breathing.
Oh, okay. You know, this is something we need to talk about, HM. We gotta lead with the good news first,
No.
and then add the qualification.
You
Because in
can
light of the
undead
good
her.
news, this is a lot more fascinating and a lot less horrifying. Artemis, and I immediately started like shining a light in her eye, checking her vitals, like doing like, oh, there's gashes here. Immediately start to like use cure wounds to like heal up the
There
gashes.
are
Dude, we
no
should fuck a
vitals.
pulse. Yeah.
There is no pulse.
No.
But she responds to
Why?
stimuli.
Oh, 100%. Yep.
Can you hear us? Artemis,
Yes.
can you hear us?
Yes, quite well.
You can feel. Can you move?
Yeah, she sits up.
Oh! We immediately start unhooking the machine from her and start hooking up other machines to her.
Oh, whoa. Oh, goodness. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn to everybody and say, it's okay, everyone. Your friend is alive. She just doesn't have a pulse and doesn't need to breathe.
You're gonna see Grovis's eyes are gonna.
Of alive?
I'm doing eyes of the grave, so my eyes are gonna roll up to see the whites of my eyes, and I can see any undead within 60
There
feet.
is a different aura about Artemis. It's not undead in the sense of like the way a skeleton or a zombie would pick up. It's almost like if normally you would see a blue outline, this is like teal. But there is something that pops up when you use Eyes of the Grave about her.
So that's it. The different color. That's it, right? Just like that.
That's how I'm using to describe.
because-
Like
I got you,
there's a
okay.
ping, but it in your magical sense, it's off from what you would
Okay.
normally experience.
While this is happening, I think the doc is going to turn to Hoki and say, we did it. It's just as we'd theorized. One of the theories. And I run over to a board, pull down, cross off several possible theories, including like undead. There's one who's like aberration, dragon, etc. Like crossing off. And then I say, no worries, friends. More tests are needed to determine exactly the nature of this transformation, but it appears that your friend has been reborn.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And
So when do we go back?
Very good point. We need to start scheduling another trip.
Yeah, we
Adrian,
run a lot
get the planner, Adrian.
Adrian got all the right, yeah.
The specimens, yes. They
Yes,
start
okay,
taking
okay.
out stuff.
Yeah, okay. And they just go into work mode.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right. Artemis just looks around at all of them and thank you all so much for what you've done. And she just kind of goes quiet.
I do not wish to, I'm so sorry. Just go ahead and say what you were going to say. I will wait.
I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry. I thought that Grokus was about to say something, and then I cut him off. But so I tried to have him say the thing he was going to say, but then he didn't say the thing he was going to say. So I'm so excited. This is a wild time. I'm extremely happy for all of you, and also extremely excited about our invention working. Please, before I fall into this again, I wanted to very quickly say, as a sort of a token of allowing us to help you and help ourselves, sort of by helping you, I wanted to bestow gifts upon you, if I could be so bold. He reaches in and starts taking out essentially what look like leather bands with like with, interestingly enough, I would say stone buckles, not metal buckles. And as he takes out this heat metal, nasty spell, and he says, "Now, if you would allow, I would need it would be a little uncomfortable, but essentially, he takes like on these straps are these little packs. So imagine like steampunk packs with like different screws and gears and stuff coming off of them, that sort of like hum as they get closer to you." He says, "These are arcane adrenaline replenishment packs, or AARPs for short." Now, I understand that you all are engaging in dangerous activities from time to time, so I thought it might be best to offer you a way to mitigate those circumstances. You see, if you use these, you can replenish some of your energy and even grant yourselves additional spell power, even if you don't normally have spell power. And essentially what these are, mechanically speaking, is as a bonus action, they allow you to roll up to half your unexpended hit dice and gain temporary HP equal to the amount rolled. So that's not including your con modifier. You just roll the dice. And you would also receive a second level spell slot, which you could use to cast any leveled spell you know up to second level, or any artificer spell up to second level if you don't know any leveled spells. And then you would choose what your spell casting modifier is when you cast a spell, whether it's intelligence.
But they work once a day,
or
and they do require attunement.
Exactly, yes. It's a once per day thing, and it can only be activated when you're either below half your hit points or you have no spells of second level or higher remaining.
Is there a certain age requirement to sign up for this AARP? I think I'm of age, if I remember correctly.
You do need to be at least an adult, legally and wherever.
For these benefits, okay.
They do have some real benefits. I tell you what, parking spaces. There are like nodes that have to be like inserted under the skin, so it's a little bit uncomfortable. But once they're in, it's sort of like
that's the attunement part. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the attunement part.
Grokus like sign me up.
Birth control.
Yeah, once it's in, it's all good. The process of getting it in there can be kind of weird.
There's a birth control you can have inserted in your arm.
Oh, honey.
Not as bad as that, from what I've heard. I can tell you it's not as bad as that. I know people who've had that. It ain't that bad.
Nah.
I think when the doc gives Uranus his, he holds out his hand and says, "Thank you, Doc."
Oh, well, thank you, Uranus. It is a real pleasure to have been able to work with you and to help all of you. I hope that our paths cross again and under less dire circumstances, and we're able to share some tea or whatever your beverage of choice is as we discuss the various adventures and misadventures we've had.
Do you have any more of those Werthers for the road for a friend?
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely. How many would you like?
How many do you have?
I'm not allowed to say. I'm contractually obligated to not say the amount that I was given.
Well,
Amazing.
I'll take 300 pieces.
All right. If you've got space, just wait. Give me a minute. He comes back. He comes back with just a huge sack.
Just 300
it's like a
Werther's
several pound.
way.
Yeah, it is a several pound sack. Is filled.
I want some too.
Yes.
Sugar, please.
Oh no.
God.
Absolutely.
no.
He just starts handing them out. He just comes out with more and more of
Yes.
these sacks
I
until the
put
party
it
is
in sacks.
laying
It's
down.
a bag of holding.
With
How do
Werther's
I
latest.
reach through the game and cut her off? Oh no!
Didn't you made up mechanics for her and
I
sugar,
did make up sugar
right?
high mechanics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we gotta test
Your
that.
speed increases, but your like your wisdom saves go down or something like that.
Power of Werther's.
I mean, I just gave 300 to everyone who wanted them, unless they specified otherwise.
Okay.
I
my
want.
goodness.
How much is too much?
Typing into inventory
I would think 300 is quite a bit.
Encumbrance met with Werther's.
Hey, but bag of holding, baby. There
Oh
ain't no
my God.
encumbrance in
Oh
that
my
thing.
goodness.
She's gonna feed him to Odie.
600.
Pry's gonna ask Hoki and Dr. Bonnie Duck, so are you staying here in the city or moving on after this?
I suppose we hadn't really decided. We'd come here to try and use the resources of the Artificer Guild to work on our TV.
They
but,
are
I mean,
woefully understaffed.
yes, truly, and not a single arcane battery to speak of. It's
W-
the
would I
technology is
know-
difficult to master?
Where they could get an arcane battery?
There's another party member who would, but he's no
Well,
longer here.
yeah, but I mean, like in Excessa, do I know?
I mean,
Like,
you
could
would know
give
where
them
the Artificers
directions?
Guild in Excessa was.
That's not what I'm talking about. In the university, is there a
Oh,
closet in a
university.
building that I could direct them to go and acquire an arcane battery?
Roll a history check.
I roll so many history checks.
I was gonna
Well,
say
you
that's
want to
that's
remember
Pry's.
a lot of shit.
Oh, it's on like a 10. I've rolled so many 7s tonight. Garbage.
I do have one last flash of genius. If I
Oh, you want to help me help you steal
throw
something?
that to a 15.
50.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dealing.
I say, Papa Werther's, dear. And you- By the way, Lamont Body Dog does not look
Weird.
like an old guy. He
Yeah.
looks like a dude
No.
like in his 20s or
Yeah.
early 30s. He's not a gray hair in sight. He has like very close like basically has a fade, but with his top hair like the hair on top grown out a little bit longer and sort of like wavy, straightened, like half straightened, essentially.
ARP and Werther's, you're a good man. I feel like it's.
with a 15, you
Mhm.
do know that the university is powered by something. Now, whether it's a arcane battery per se, but you do know that it is it is under the basement level, like down in like you could give them directions to like where it would be. But
Okay.
you're not 100% certain as to the nature of it.
I will do that and just say, the next time you're in Excessa, if you need power, I would recommend getting it in this particular location.
Oh, Excessa. All right.
Mhm.
Yes, we'll need to do some more.
I would like to screw them. over a
Yes,
little bit.
maybe we could even share some of our findings if we've had a little.
What? No, they're
Alright,
gatekeepers, all of them.
Okay, I just thought maybe.
He's right for once. Take whatever you need from them. Don't worry about it.
Oh, excellent. Well, no hard feelings then. Thank you. I need to go work on this. I'm so sorry. Go and
Yeah,
immediately start
samples are getting old.
like,
We gotta-
categorizing.
yeah. So thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you so much. And he's like
Oh,
starts to like
yes,
push you
yes.
all out of the tent.
Before
Goodbye, Adrian. Adrian sticks out their tongue and just waves at all of you.
Artemis
Have
gives
a, have,
Hoki
have a
hug.
balanced day.
Dana, what were you gonna say?
I was saying Artemis gives Hoki a hug, even though she knows he doesn't like it.
Ow!
Yeah, you're gonna have.
And
to,
then finally, there's like this tiny little, like pat pat.
Mhm.
Just one.
It's like they're there. Okay. That awkward side, like.
Yeah.
See you later, madman.
The doc gives you a fist bump as you leave. He's like, good one.
And wizard,
Mm,
we still had a meeting. We have to reschedule now, of course, but
yes, I know.
okay.
I'll send you a message.
All right. Yeah. People talk to people. Right. Yep. Okay.
Yes,
Right,
good.
Go.
Okay. All right.
And as you all are ushered out of the tent, which I would say that maybe one of the more curious of you might try to lift the flap and look back in again. And if you do, you only see the interior of a tiny little tent, very bare, with just like a little bit of like a bedroll and whatnot, rather than the vast laboratory that was inside before. But as you all stand out here now on the streets of Excessa, you are, in some way, shape, or form, whole again, as Artemis stands with you.
Schubert missed you too, Artemis, if you kind of hand your Schubert. He was crying. I think that's why it's kind of wet. It's like dew almost. So that's why yeah. I think he missed you too.
He's like, I missed you too, buddy. Hand it back.
And with that, we will pick up next session here in Floros. Woohoo! Well done, everybody.
We got a parcel zombie. Just kidding.
Jeremy, you saved us.
Oh my God, Jeremy, that was fantastic. You were like, bro, you were on it.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a blast.
Can we have you again?
Yeah, right.
I mean, hey, it's not up to me, because if it's up to me, the answer is yes. Just ask Andrew.
I mean, I'm down for Jeremy to be here as many sessions as he wants to be. He is a level 15 or something artificer, so we'll need to do some balancing.
You just need to level us up. That's all I'm here.
That's what you could do. Just make it all
That's not how that works.
I can come back as another character, maybe.
Seriously, I mean,
associate of the doctor.
The doctor's understudy. There we go.
Yeah, basically like an associate who's like, oh, I've come to study. He's there specifically to study Artemis. On,
No.
Yes, that's a dope
I said
idea.
she wasn't a Spider-Man.
No.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. Please make sure to tune in next time to see what happens now that we have Artemis back. But we'll see you next time.